My wife caught me in bed with two women and went crazy. They both beat her up. Now her brother wants to beat me up and she's pressing charges. The two girls want my help, but I want my wife back. What should I do? This is the biggest mess I've ever made in my life. I don't even know where to begin, but I need to write this out. Maybe someone out there can help me make sense of this disaster. I know I'm the villain in this story. I know I did something unforgivable. But I'm not sure what to do now that everything is spiraling out of control. I, 41M, have been married to my wife, 39F, for 12 years. We've had our ups and downs like every couple, but overall we had what I thought was a solid marriage. No kids by choice, and we both have decent careers. She's a nurse and I work in logistics. We live in a quiet neighborhood, have a decent house, 2 cars, a dog. On paper everything looked fine. But the truth is things started getting strained between us about a year ago. I don't even remember exactly when it happened. Maybe it was after her mom passed away, or maybe it was just the slow erosion that happens when communication dies. We stopped laughing together. Sex became rare. She was always tired from her 12-hour shifts, and I started feeling like more of a roommate than a husband. I know. That's no excuse. Around 6 months ago, I started chatting with a woman at the gym. Let's call her Kayla, 28F. It started out innocent, small talk, working out together. Then came texts, a coffee here and there. Before I knew it, things escalated. She was young, wild, and made me feel wanted again. I didn't tell her I was married at first, and when I did, she didn't care. She said she wasn't looking for anything serious. Then Kayla introduced me to her friend, Jasmine, 26F, and one thing led to another. I didn't plan it, but eventually I was seeing both of them. Sometimes separately, sometimes together. It felt like I was living a double life. During the day, I was the tired, quiet husband. At night, I was the fun, desirable guy these two girls fought over. I knew it would catch up to me eventually. I just didn't expect how it would. 2 weeks ago, I brought them both over to the house. My wife was supposed to be working a double. I thought I had the place to myself. We weren't exactly quiet about what we were doing in the bedroom, music blasting, all kinds of noise, and I was drunk on ego and lust. It felt unreal, reckless, stupidly exciting. Until my wife came home. I didn't hear the garage door. I didn't hear her come in. But I sure as hell heard the scream when she opened the bedroom door. The moment was frozen in time. I remember the look on her face, pure betrayal, rage, devastation. She didn't even say anything at first, just stared. Then she started screaming, loud, animalistic, like something inside her snapped. Kayla and Jasmine jumped up, startled. And instead of running or apologizing or doing literally anything sane, they started yelling back at her. I think Jasmine thought my wife was the ex or something. It escalated fast. Next thing I know, my wife lunged at Kayla. And Kayla fought back. They started brawling, hair pulling, punching, chaos. Jasmine jumped in too. I tried to separate them, but I slipped on the damn rug and hit my shoulder on the nightstand. By the time I got up, my wife was curled in a ball, bleeding from her lip, dress torn, screaming at me like I was the devil. She ran out. I followed, begging her to stop. She got in her car and drove off. That was 2 weeks ago. Since then, my life has unraveled. She's pressing charges. Apparently, she went straight to the police. Not just against the girls, against me too. She claims I lured her into a violent situation. Says she feared for her life. She's pushing for assault and emotional abuse. The police came by. I gave my statement. I have a lawyer now. It's a nightmare. Her brother wants to kill me. He came to my house 3 days ago, pounding on the door like a maniac, threatening to put me in the hospital. I had to call the cops. Now I'm worried he's going to jump me somewhere. I know I deserve his anger, but I'm honestly scared. Kayla and Jasmine are blowing up my phone. They're worried they'll get arrested and want me to help them. One of them even had the nerve to say, "Your wife started it, we were defending ourselves." They want me to set the record straight so they don't get charged. Kayla cried and said she's scared of going to jail. Jasmine is pissed that I let this happen. I haven't responded to either of them in days. I want my wife back. That's the most pathetic part of all this. I've realized how much I truly love her. I want to beg her to forgive me, to come home, to give me another chance. But she won't answer my calls or texts. Her lawyer sent a letter saying all communication must go through legal channels. My house feels haunted without her. Her scent is still in the closet. Her toothbrush is still in the bathroom. Now I'm stuck in the middle of this storm I created. I have no one to talk to. My friends think I'm disgusting. My parents are ashamed of me. My coworkers are whispering behind my back. Kayla and Jasmine want me to testify in their favor, say that my wife attacked them and they were just defending themselves. But if I do that, I'm destroying any chance of reconciliation with my wife. If I don't, the girls could be in real trouble, and they know a lot about me that could make this worse. My lawyer says to stay silent. Let the process play out. But my heart is screaming. I want my wife back. I want to undo it all. I want to wake up from this nightmare and go back to last month and not bring them to the house. I want to be a better man. But maybe it's too late. Maybe I lost everything over a stupid, selfish fantasy. Do I help the girls? Do I try to write a letter to my wife? Do I just let everything burn and accept my punishment? Is there any chance at redemption here? Any? Or did I throw away the best thing I ever had for 2 strangers and 15 minutes of excitement? I don't expect forgiveness, but I do need advice. I'll take any that's real. A broken man with no one left. It's been over a month since I made the dumbest mistake of my life public here. I didn't expect the first post to blow up the way it did, but I guess cheating, violence, and self-destruction all make for good internet drama. Some of you told me I deserved to rot in hell. Others were shockingly sympathetic. I read every comment, even the brutal ones, especially those. I needed to hear it. So here's what's happened since. Brace yourself. It gets worse before it gets any better. Let's start with the charges. My wife, sorry ex-wife now, stuck to her word and pressed charges. Not just against Kayla and Jasmine, the 2 women I was sleeping with, but me too. Her attorney claimed I created a hostile and dangerous environment in my own home, intentionally put her in harm's way, and provoked a violent situation. My lawyer managed to get the criminal charges against me dropped after weeks of back and forth, but I'm still named in a civil suit. She's suing me for emotional distress and medical bills from the injuries she suffered. I saw pictures from the hospital, swollen lip, scratches on her neck, bruises. My stomach dropped. Kayla and Jasmine were both arrested. Assault charges, both facing probation or possibly time if it goes sideways. They turned on me immediately, told the police I let the fight happen and encouraged them to defend the home. It was total bulls ****, but they were panicking. I haven't spoken to them since. They keep texting and calling. Kayla even emailed me a few days ago, saying she's scared and sorry, and that she thought I had things under control. Jasmine? She's threatening to expose everything if I don't help them in court. I told my lawyer. He advised me to document everything but stay quiet. So that's what I'm doing. A week after the incident, her brother did find me. Outside a gas station. I barely had time to react before he slammed me against my car. He didn't punch me, but he made it clear, if I ever speak to his sister again, he will put me in the hospital. He wasn't bluffing. That man had tears in his eyes while he was holding me by the collar. It's one thing to be hated by your ex-wife. It's another thing to see her family, people who once welcomed you in like blood, look at you like you're pure evil. She filed for divorce almost immediately. No back and forth. No mediation. Her lawyer came for blood. She wanted the house. She got it. I moved out and into a 1-bedroom apartment near the city. Quiet. Cold. Empty. The dog? She didn't even ask. I left him for her. The paperwork was finalized last week. I sat alone on my couch after it was done and just stared at the wall. I didn't even cry. I was too numb. People don't tell you how physical regret can feel. It's not just mental. It's a sickness in your gut. It wakes you up at night. It tightens your chest every time you see something that reminds you of the life you had. I walked into a grocery store 2 days ago and heard a song we used to slow dance to in the kitchen. I left my cart in the aisle and walked out. It hits everywhere. Folding laundry. Seeing couples walk hand in hand. A recipe on TikTok she would have liked. It's like grieving someone who's still alive, except you know you killed them. Against legal advice, I wrote her a letter. I didn't ask for forgiveness. I didn't beg for her back. I just told her the truth, how sorry I was, that I would carry what I did forever, that she didn't deserve any of it, that I betrayed someone who gave me everything, her love, her trust, her life. I didn't hear back, not directly, but a few days later, I got a message from a mutual friend. She said my ex read the letter, cried, then said, it was too late. That was all. Too late. So, what now? I'm 41, divorced, alone. I haven't touched another woman since that night. I don't even look. Sex means nothing to me anymore. I deleted all social media. I'm in therapy now. I go twice a week. I'm finally facing myself. It's like I'm watching my old life burn through a window I can't open. And I know I lit the match. I'm not writing this to beg for sympathy. I don't deserve any. I'm writing it because I need to admit how far someone can fall when they ignore what's right in front of them. My wife, my ex-wife, wasn't perfect, but she was loyal. smart, passionate. She saved people's lives every day at her job, and I betrayed her in the ugliest way possible. And for what? 2 women I barely knew. 10 minutes of feeling like I was wanted again. That's what I gave up my marriage for. If anyone reading this is in a rough patch in your marriage, please talk to your partner. Don't cheat. Don't hide. Don't lie. If you're that unhappy, leave with integrity. Don't be me. And if you already made that mistake, own it. Apologize. Don't chase redemption through pity. Earn it by becoming someone who'd never do it again. I don't know if I'll ever get another chance with her. Hell, I doubt I even deserve one. But I know one thing. I won't stop trying to be a man she wouldn't be ashamed of, even if I'm no longer her husband. Still paying the price. It's been nearly a year since that night. A year since I destroyed the life I had. I wasn't planning to post again. Honestly, I didn't think anyone would care. But I've gotten messages from people asking for closure, or hoping I'd have a redemption arc, or just wondering what happened. So here it is. The final chapter. No sugarcoating. The house is gone. The marriage is over. The charges were settled. I paid out a large sum in the civil suit, a small price really considering what I did. Kayla and Jasmine pled down to misdemeanor assault. Probation. Community service. They're out of my life now. I don't respond to their messages and they stopped trying months ago. Her brother never came after me again. I think he realized I wasn't worth it. And my ex-wife? I didn't see or speak to her for 10 months. Last month, I went to a charity dinner my company sponsors every year. I almost didn't go. I wasn't in the mood for small talk, fake smiles, or clinking champagne glasses with coworkers who half pity, half judge me. But I went. Habit, I guess. And she was there. She looked radiant, confident, hair shorter than I remembered. She wore this deep green dress that made the room stop when she walked in. She was talking to a group of nurses and laughing, really laughing the way she used to when we were happy. My heart stopped. She didn't see me at first. I debated leaving, but I didn't. I stayed in the shadows for most of the evening. Then toward the end she walked right past me, paused and said quietly, "You look healthier." I turned. She was half smiling. Not in a romantic way, more like an old friend acknowledging someone she used to know. "I'm trying," I said. "Therapy, sobriety, learning how not to be an idiot." She nodded. "Good. I hoped you would." And that was it. She walked away. No hug, no promises, no drama. Just a quiet acknowledgement that somehow life had gone on. A few days later, I wrote her one last letter. Not to win her back. I let go of that hope a while ago. But just to say what I never fully said while we were together. That I didn't cheat because she lacked something. That it wasn't her fault. That she deserved more than me back then, and I hope she finds someone who sees her clearly. And that no matter where life takes us, I will always carry the weight of what I did, and I will keep working to become the kind of man who would never do it again. She never wrote back, and I didn't expect her to. I'm still in the same apartment, still going to therapy, still working, but I've changed. I volunteer now on weekends at a local shelter. I deleted every dating app. I've stopped chasing distractions. I'm not looking for someone new. I'm learning how to be okay on my own. For the first time in years, I'm not numbing the guilt with alcohol or meaningless hookups or fake smiles. I sit with it. I earn the discomfort. Because that's what accountability looks like. Because I know there are other people reading this who are right at the edge. You're in a relationship. Maybe it's rocky. Maybe you're bored. Maybe you've met someone who flatters you, tempts you, makes you feel alive again. Talk to your partner. Fight for them. Or leave with dignity. But don't do what I did. Don't wait until you burn it all down to realize what it meant. Regret is not poetic. It's not tragic. It's slow daily poison. She survived me. She's thriving. And that's more than I could have asked for after what I put her through. And me? I'm not thriving yet. But I'm healing. Slowly. Honestly. One day at a time. This was my last post. To anyone reading this who screwed up, like I did, redemption isn't in grand gestures or dramatic reunions. It's in the quiet rebuilding. Do better. Be better. Even if no one's watching. Especially then. The man who finally grew up.